I am here today with Lynn Walker, who is the Interim President at Truman College, which is one of the city colleges of Chicago. And Lynn has used the term code switching, but what we're really talking about is her ability. You deal every day, I mean, just from an intercultural communications point of view, you know, administrators and students, and you have 100 languages here, and it just seems like that's an amazing, as a leader at a college that serves over 10,000 at least students a year, a fantastic ability. How does that help you as a leader?
Number one, it's a very humbling experience, and I mean that because to be in a position of leadership is a position of honor. It's a position of privilege. So with that being sort of my philosophy, I then take that into how I interface with everyone. It's more or less, coming from a venue of being a servant leader. I can serve them, how I can best help them. I don't see myself as the leader with all the answers. It really is, how can we work together? How can we do camaraderie?
That actually is really interesting, because that is a key tenet of intercultural communications, which is how you recognize where someone else is coming from and then to communicate with them where they are.
Absolutely.
That's a really logical connection. You know, it's interesting in my field, sometimes people say, oh, that's so interesting for those people who need it. But it sounds like, I know, for those other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it really sounds like that ability to speak to people of all different backgrounds really isn't something superfluous, but something that's integral to your success.
It has to be. Because again, without their input, without that individual helping you, without there being collaboration, you really aren't successful. And it's not fulfilling.
Sure.
It really is just a very myopic viewpoint of things.
Just out of curiosity, you're like, thanks a lot, Deanna. Is there any particular style or situation, you have so many variety, that's more particularly challenging for you? And then if so, how have you worked with that?
I think it is the multiplicity. It's also the variety. I don't want to say diversity, because I believe that's a term that's overused. But in the course of a day, I could go from literally meeting with an elected official, to a student, to a faculty member, to someone in the community, and rush out and be able, and then speak. You know, as a president, you are representing the institution, and then speaking to a large group. So it really is the ability to be able to be in the moment, if you will, but at the same time, I think the main thing that focuses, that is important to me, is the idea of just coming from a standpoint of being a servant leader.
Sure.
It's really trying to figure out, how can we work together? How can I serve you? How can I help you? And being genuine. If I don't have the answer, I will simply say, I really don't have the answer. Or I actually am looking for help from you. And I know that I've done that with you a lot, Deanna. You know, you think I'm hiring
that
you.
That was an unsolicited plug for Intercultural Talk, Intercultural Communications.
You think I'm hiring you, but I'm like,
you just made me blush on me. That's right, and thank you. That's all the time we have today. Just kidding. Thank you. I appreciate that. But it really sounds like that the two things you've identified really are some of the key messages for intercultural. No, three messages. One is to be genuine, to know yourself. I think is a core tenet of intercultural communications. To respect and know others, and then of course, and I can't really say this. Then of course, when you're having turkey, that just to call me.
Absolutely. Okay. There it is.
Great. So thank you. We've now had just another intercultural moment with Lynn Walker at Truman College. Thank you.